Okay, gentlemen, this is the video I promised you for a quick review tonight before you start your homework. The homework, by the way, starts on page 1246, and you're just going to do 8 through 26 evens tonight, and we are going to be practicing split the middle. So why we split the middle is this example is number 2 from your packet for section 8.6, and 5a squared minus 22a plus 8. This doesn't fit scenario 1 in our notes because there aren't 4 terms, and it doesn't fit scenario 2 because a is greater than 1. So this fits scenario 3 in your notes packet that tells you we need to split the middle. So what we're going to do here is we're going to split the middle term. In this case, it's negative 22a. We're going to split that middle term into 2 terms, and then we're going to factor by grouping. So the question is, how do I know what to split negative 22a into, right? So the first thing we do when we split the middle is we want to check to see if there's a greatest common factor that we can take out. So here we are, step number 1. Is there a factor, a greatest common factor in the entire polynomial that we can take out? And in this case, there isn't. 5a squared minus 22a plus 8, there's no greatest common factor for that we can take out. So step 1 is done. We can't factor out a greatest common factor. Step 2, we multiply a times c and we factor it. So again, back here, we go up and we say, all right, 5 is my a value, 8 is my c value, that's 40. So I need the factors of 40 that will give me a sum of negative 22. And again, gentlemen, remember how I know that, okay? Sorry, it's gonna be hard for me to point here. So sum, right? That tells me I need a sum of negative 22. We started doing this in section 8.5, right? Sum of negative 22, okay? So I factor 8 times 5 is 40. Let's come over here. I factor 40, and I look for the 2 factors that give me a sum of negative 22. Well, I've got 1 and 40, that doesn't work. 2 and 20, I can stop. Because 2 and 20, I can work together to give me a sum of negative 22. I just make them both negative. So here I didn't even have to factor 40 any further. I could stop right there at 2 and 20 because I got my answer. So come over here and I split the middle. Look at negative 22a. I split it into negative 2a and negative 20a. My a value, 5, stays the same, so 5a squared is there. My 8, my c, stays the same. And now I have 4 terms, so I factor by grouping. Greatest common factor of 5a squared minus 2a is a. Factor that out, and I'm left with 5a minus 2. I write that binomial to the right, and I say, how do I get from negative 20a to 5a? I have to divide by negative 4. So that's my GCF. And then I double check that I'm correct. Is 8 divided by negative 4 leave a negative 2? Yes. So that is all correct. Then I write my 2 binomials. A minus 4 times 5a minus 2. And I'm done. I'm done factoring that by splitting the middle. Okay? If I wanted to check my work, a times 5a is 5a squared. A times negative 2 is negative 2a. Negative 4 times 5a is negative 20a. We know negative 2a plus negative 20a is negative 22a. And then negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. So again, to split the middle, we start by seeing if there's a greatest common factor we can take out of both. Here there isn't. I'm sorry, out of the entire thing, not both. Out of the entire polynomial, there is not a greatest common factor I can take out here. Then I multiply a times c. In this case, that's 5 times 8. I get 40, and I factor it. Ignore that 70 over there. We factored 40 up here. I look for those factors That will give me a a sum of negative 22. I use negative 2 and negative 20. I split the middle term, then I factor by grouping, like we've done over the weekend for homework. Okay? Hope that example helps. Again, your homework is 8 through 26 evens, starts on page 1246 in section 8.6. See you tomorrow.